One of the things that definitely made me excited to go to Dr. Kelly's class is his sense of humor. I think it's incorporated into every possible minute of class that he can, and it just keeps students engaged.
I first met Professor Durham in the class Writing Across Cultures.
You know, teaching students like Dora is really what makes teaching so rewarding and so worthwhile and just so energizing.
I met Professor Kelly in his undergraduate class, Educational Psych and Measurement. And then I went to India with him and also took his PhD seminar.
My classes are really based on discussion, so I don't get bored with content ever because I'll talk about content, but then right away I want to hear what they believe or think about it. So it's never the same, and that's one of the things I love about it.
I know Noreen, she's worked in my lab as an undergraduate research assistant for 4 years.
Professor Nikolas and her lab coordinator book just seemed like they were a lot of fun. And I knew that if I was interested in graduate school, I should probably get some kind of research experience.
Well, the main reason I got into teaching, actually the main 3 reasons are June, July, and August. No, that's an old joke.
I teach because I learn as much as I teach. I expect a lot of my students. Noreen has been in 2 of my classes, she's laughing. So I have high expectations for them, but I do that because I know they can reach it.
If I had one word to define Professor Kelly, it would be inspiring. He genuinely cares for his students and is willing to go the extra mile for them.
If I could describe Professor Durham in 1 word or 2 words, I would say detail-oriented and dedicated. She's very dedicated to her students.
I just felt like Noreen was very confident and mature and very enthusiastic, which is something when you're doing research year in and year out, you want students that are going to bring that enthusiasm, and it was clear that she would.
The thing about Dora is she comes up with incredible story ideas, which is something that you have to have as a journalist, and that's something I can't teach. Dora is completely sort of dedicated to crafting the best story she possibly can. So yeah, I think that really sets her apart.
A word that comes to mind specifically when I'm thinking of Professor Nikolas is supportive. It would have been impossible applying to graduate school and doing my thesis this year without her unwavering support.
I'm gonna miss her. She's been with me since I got here, and I'm happy that they're all moving on, but it is.
I told her I'll come back every Friday for lab meetings.
You have to come back every Friday for lab meetings, sorry.
Way down the line, I would love to bring my own students abroad and try to teach them a little bit of what I've learned from Dr. Kelly.
And so she's really taught all of us the right way to balance taking your work seriously and taking pride in your work, but also enjoying what you're doing and enjoying your time at college because it comes to an end pretty quickly. So
I've had a lot of fun. I don't know. It's been a really fun 4 years. As a senior graduating, and I'm going off to New York City. I'll be working for CBS. I'm just kind of shocked, to be honest, about how much I've changed in the past 4 years, and I do owe some of that to Professor Durham.
So I'm going to the University of Wisconsin-Madison next year to get my Master's of Science in Occupational Therapy.
Well, I'm going to grad school for higher ed. I literally said the first time we met, I said, I want your job. So, I mean, hopefully, eventually.
Right?
Yeah, he laughed and said, yeah, good luck.